This week, let's keep it light. Good morning, welcome or welcome back to Popular Triumph. This is Elvis Sunday, my name is Nick. Last week was a complete whirlwind of emotions. Saturday we had the Priscilla trailer. A lot of you have made your feelings very clear as far as that's concerned. I'd love this channel to be a positive space, so I kind of don't really want to see any more negativity about that project at all down in the comments anymore. I can absolutely agree with some of those opinions, and you're entitled to all of those opinions. It just got quite overwhelming on the Saturday, the amount of vitriol that was coming out towards certain individuals. So that was kind of one thing. And then last week's Elvis Sunday was a very emotional experience. Came from nowhere, and the performance completely blew me away. And your reactions to that video also completely blown me away. I think it might be the highest viewed Elvis Sunday that I've done so far, and in such a short space of time as well. So really appreciate everyone that came on board and fed back on that one. Just incredible. I'm still reading through the comments now. It's taken me some time to catch up. I will try to write back or acknowledge to every single one of you that's been kind enough to leave me feedback. Just balancing this whole YouTube thing with day job and the life in between, it gets a bit overwhelming at times. And so if I haven't got back to you yet, I do apologise, but thank you so much for watching and for taking the time out to be so kind. That being said, today I'm going to try and keep it a little bit lighter. We're going to go back to film performances, and this one I think has been requested by quite a number of people. We have Elvis in King Creole, 1958, I think. Elvis stars as Danny Fisher. It also has Carolyn Jones in it, who obviously is most famous for Morticia Addams from the Addams Family way back when. I haven't seen this film, haven't seen any of the footage other than when I was looking for this song, and there was lots of little film clips, and just even checking out some of the film clips, just the beginnings of them at least, it feels very much like a film that I want to watch of his. Obviously it's a lot earlier than some of the other stuff that we've been looking at so far, but it seems to have a very different vibe to it. From the clips I've seen, it's not just him kind of singing and performing and kind of that whole 60s fun vibe. This looks kind of like a more serious take, and it seems to be like his acting is very earnest, and I don't know how to put it, but it just seems to be a lot more truth in his performance from the little bits that I've seen so far. So I think I'm going to try and track this down and watch it sooner rather than later. Reading the synopsis for the film, I'm sure it was something like a troubled youth singing sets New Orleans rocking. See, I love that already. With a sweet girl to love him and nightclubbers cheering, it seems he will shake off his past and head to the top. But there's always a but. Will a mobster and his man-trap mole snare him into a life of crime? I think that's how it... I'm trying to memorise it. I keep referring back to it. So I'm guessing the gangster's mole is Carolyn Jones, perhaps. And now I'm wondering whether she does actually fall for him in the end, or it does take like a darker turn. I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. I've rambled and rambled and rambled already. Let's do this. Elvis Presley, King Creole. Let's go.
There's a man in New Orleans who plays a rock and roll. He's a guitar man with a great big soul. He lays down a beat like a ton of coal. He goes by the name of King Creole. You know he's gone, 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 jumping like catfish on a pole. Yeah. You know he's gone, gone, gone at a hip-shaking King Creole. When the king starts to do it, it's as good as done. He holds his guitar like a Tommy gun. He starts to growl without in his throat. He bends a string and that's all she wrote. You know he's gone, 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 jumping like catfish on a pole. You know he's gone, gone, gone at a hip-shaking King Creole.
It feels like I'm watching a different Elvis already.
He sings a song about a jelly roll. He sings a song about a pork and greens. He sings some blues about a New Orleans. You know he's gone, 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 jumping like a cat. Yeah, you know he's gone, gone, gone at a Kept shaking King Creole.
Is that him playing it, or is he miming? Tell me.
Plays something evil, then he plays something sweet. No matter how he plays, you gotta get up on your feet. When he gets a rockin' fever, baby, heaven sinks. He don't stop playing till his guitar breaks. You know he's gone, gone, gone. Jumping like a catfish on the pole. Oh, yeah. You know he's gone, gone, gone. I keep shaking King Creole. Yeah, no. You know he's gone, gone, gone. Keep shaking King Creole.
It's weird. It felt like I was watching another Elvis that I haven't seen before again. I don't know whether it's just a big contrast because of last week's and how kind of late into his career and into his life we went there. And to jump back here, and I haven't seen his hair look like that before. He kind of just looked very different, and it just felt like a very different performance to me. And his voice had this kind of raspiness and energy to it that kind of disappeared, I think, a little bit when not the energy so much, but the raspiness disappeared as he got older. Yeah, it's a really fun performance. I think I needed that today. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. I was intrigued. I think I said when the video was playing, there's a bit where he does a little guitar solo in the middle, and there's a close-up shot of just the guitar and the hand kind of plucking the strings. Was that Elvis doing that, or did they cut away to like another guitar player just for that shot? Because I know afterwards he sort of turned to the side, whether that was a conscious thing as he carried on playing. I know he could play the guitar. It was just the way that that was shot made it look like there was some movie magic going on rather than an actual performance. I'm not sure. But yeah, really enjoyed watching that. It's just something different to what I was expecting. It's kind of not thrown me for a loop so much or whatever, but it feels strange watching him so young again. And I know we have watched some earlier performances than this when he's been on other chat shows and talk shows performing, but for this it's kind of obviously got that movie look to it, and it's directed, and for him to be performing there and hearing that voice that I'm not so familiar with compared to all his other stuff, it's a really interesting watch, and I do want to watch the film. I'm definitely going to try and check out the film. What did you think? Did you enjoy that performance? Have you seen the film? Do you enjoy the film? Is it worth my time watching? Clearly it must be, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But do let me know. Leave those comments down below. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back. But until... I just remembered something. One second. I got some posts this week. Look at that. I bought this week in vinyl. I was going to show this off at the beginning of the video, and there's me not knowing what I'm doing. Hopefully the light, hopefully you can see it, the light's not bouncing off it. But yeah, Hawaii 1973, but it's a limited edition. Only 500 made, apparently. Red vinyl. Look at that. Yeah, so just watching some of the performances on here for Elvis Sunday has made me want to try and track this down. And this special edition came out. There's quite a few more that are coming out, all these different coloured vinyls and whatever, which I'm a kind of a sucker for. So, but yeah, that was my my present through the post to myself this week. Anyway, digressing. What was I doing? Oh yes, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed that performance. Do hope you come back next week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.